Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? My name's Andrew.
I'm Daniel.
I'm Grandpa.
Hi, I'm Joel. And we're some of the Veggie Boys, and we'd like to thank you for stopping by.
Okay, so right now I'm currently prepping ground. This is going to be a field. We're doing a test plot on silage corn. So I have to go over it twice. It was planted in a cover crop with rye. So I'm working that into the ground right now. And then the second time I go over it, it'll level it off and make it smooth for the planter, so we have a nice even field for the test plot with the silage corn. So I'm working on that right now, and Daniel is heading out. He's getting the fertilizer spreader as well as fertilizer, because we're going to be spreading fertilizer on the fields to prep the ground for field corn.
Welcome back, everyone. We have got a warm and sunny day on our hands. And that means two things for us. One, the farm market is gonna be super busy today. And two, we better get out in the fields. Since we changed the plastic on all our greenhouses this year, we run the risk of our plants drying out really fast. As the years go on, the plastic starts to cloud up from just being older. And that actually prevents a little bit of this intense heat from coming through. But since we changed the plastic on the greenhouses, it's pretty intense in here. During the winter months and the early parts of spring, that's pretty good for us. You know, it helps to heat up the greenhouse. But as we start to get into late spring, it gets pretty intense in here. So we better start watering. As I was watering, they came and told me I need to help carry baskets, so I've been recruited. With more and more customers coming to the store today, because it's such a beautiful day, we want to try and get as many hanging baskets up top so that we have the opportunity to sell them. They wanted to get this middle section as cleared out as possible. Because the baskets were up at the top part of the greenhouse, they received a lot of sunlight, which means they grew really large really fast. Since we moved all the baskets out and have this open space, it means a lot of the sunlight is hitting the plants on the bottom side, which means they're getting a lot of nice minerals and nutrients. This is a job I do quite often on the farm, watering plants. It's not exciting. It's just one of those jobs that needs to be done, especially on these warm days. And even though it's not necessarily an exciting job, it is pretty relaxing, so I don't mind doing it. I just got done with watering. I came up for lunch. What's going on here?
Planting plots. So we're trying different varieties of soybeans, silage corn, and grain corn we're putting together. And I'm eating lunch.
Our peeps came yesterday, so we got them moved in here. I just got finished with lunch. I have this greenhouse to finish watering, and then the next greenhouse. I want to hurry up and get this finished because Aunt Rhonda's gonna need to water up top. Her plants are probably getting dry by now.
So right now what we're doing is looking to how we can adjust the rate of fertilizer when we're planting the test plot.
When it comes to planting a test plot, one of the most important things is having the test plot near the road. That way, when people want to see how well a variety is doing, they can drive right by and look at it. We're changing to a new variety of beans, and this is what we love about these fields. Telephone poles. Daniel had to turn to go around the telephone pole just so he could plant the rest of the field.
I want to know why there's 2 telephone poles. It's simple. They didn't want to take the old one out, so they left it there for us to deal with.
We just moved on to our 8th variety. We've got one more. We've got 9 different varieties that are going to be in this test plot. And it had seemed like bean prices were going to be much higher, so more farmers were planting them. So this is some pretty good research that we're doing for beans. We're putting our last variety of beans into the planter. We've got only one more pass until we're done with our test plot. Once we're done with our test plot beans, we will then be moving on to test plot corn. Since we've been doing such a nice job with our test plots of corn lately, they decided to give us a lot of corn to test. We have a lot of bags already on the 4-wheeler, and then we have all of these on the ground. Since we're changing over from beans to corn, we've got to switch out our planting units. Fortunately enough, we've already got our planting units right here ready to go. All we have to do is take off the soybean units. And just like that, we're moved over to plant corn. Now, when we get back to the field, we're gonna have to adjust for depth and a few other things. So the machine's almost ready to go. We just need to get it down to the field.
Look at all the corn. You guys like my sheet? This is my cheat sheet so that I know these are all different varieties of corn for one section, and these are all different varieties of corn for another section. And I gotta keep them straight. See, backside of quad, front of quad.
We originally were gonna do a plot of soybeans, a plot of field corn, and a plot of silage corn, but we don't have enough room for a plot of silage corn, and they sent us too much seed. So we're just gonna end up doing field corn. Since we swapped over to corn, it's gonna be a lot more of changing seed out of these bins. So we're gonna change on this end and at the other end. So this is a big reason why not too many people will do test plots, just because it's a lot of this work. Stopping, taking seed out, putting new seed in. But one of the benefits, they do give you free seed corn to try this. When harvest time comes around, we'll have to take all this corn after we harvest it and weigh it to find out the yield so that we know how well it did. But we get to keep all that corn that we harvest. We just got a call from Dad. He told us to get finished up for the night. So we're only gonna do one more variety of corn. We're gonna plan it out, and then we're gonna head home.
I'm just giving you guys an update as to what I'm doing on this side. While they swap out the seed hoppers, on that end, I try to keep note of the list here. So we have each variety marked, and then as we're going through each variety, I'll show you on this side. These are the ones we've planted already. So I'll check it off, and then I'll mark it down on this little flag, and then I take the flag, stick it on the row, and mark the end rows as we go. So that way we have a good idea when we're coming back through to check, so we know exactly which variety of corn is where.
Oh, I'm getting tired. We just got the seed picked up from all the stuff that we did plant. We still have a lot that we didn't get a chance to put into the ground, but we're gonna try and get that accomplished tomorrow. So we're gonna take Daniel home, and then we gotta bring the lids back for the planter because we're leaving it overnight. I didn't see any rain in the forecast, but it's better safe than sorry. We just want to put our lids on just so we don't get any moisture down in these units, because that's not good. Alrighty, Lauren, what are we having for dinner tonight?
I don't know what it's called. It's like a spring tortellini Alfredo thing with asparagus, bacon, and peas.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Where's my pants? Oh, thank you.
Since we're gonna sit down and eat, guys, this is where we're gonna end the video tonight. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.